good morning, and welcome to day 2. Nickie has come out of her shell, and yes, it is 4:30 in the morning. Come here. Come here. You ready? Come on, Nickie. She is a firecracker this morning. You gonna go get it? Go ahead. She's wide awake. And she was good. She slept most of the night. I'm not going to complain. Come here, Nickie. Nickie. She gets her food and she runs into bed and she eats it in bed. She gets her toy. She runs into bed and plays with it in bed. So I'm happy that she's liking her crate. Because, that could be a problem with a lot of dogs. So I'm not really pushing her yet. I mean, it is only the second day. But once we get settled into the routine this week, and I don't mean the whole week, we're going to work 3-4 times a day easily. Okay, Nickie, come on. She's not driven by food. She'd rather go get that toy, to be honest with you. More enthusiasm from... Again, she'll run back in and eat it. So... Day 1 was weird because after traveling for a very long time in the plane where she ate and drank almost nothing, seeing her eat yesterday and getting to her doing all the things that she needed to do, which was eating, peeing, and pooping, and drinking, of course. Yesterday was really about getting to beginnings of a normal routine. She likes her crate a lot, obviously, which is great. Come on. You gotta come out here. Come on. And to get her eating again, I had to mix wet food with her dry to get her into it, but now she's eating the dry. You need to come out. You need to come out. I'm getting her to follow. So, I'll take the bell out. Can you see the bell? I think the bell might just be out of frame. Come on. You gotta come out. Come out. I'm gonna close the door in a minute and you gotta come out because I want you to come out and work. Like I was saying, there's a lot of baby steps in the beginning. Well, but like I said, she's still getting acclimated to the house. She's been 100. See, now she's like, okay, I'm gonna go eat my food instead, which is why free feeding is a bad thing. But like I said, she didn't eat at all the first 24 hours. The second 24 hours, she started eating normally. Today is when we start weaning her of that and go into timed feeding. Shh. I really don't want her to be a yippy dog, so we gotta discourage. Go ahead, hit the bell. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, yes. So, the bell. I want her to ring the bell. I want her to get used to ringing the bell. And then I'm going to teach her that ringing the bell means that she wants to go out. But right now, she never wants to go out. All she wants to do, she's bulletproof. Well, pretty bulletproof with the wee-wee pads. She has to go. She runs from wherever she is. She goes over that pad, and she does it. Granted, sometimes she's a little close to the edge for my taste. Come on. You don't know what you... Come on. Nickie. This is going to be really hard to watch. And I'm sure comments will be coming through saying, you need to just force her to do what you want to do. And there'll be times when, yes, there will be times to force her to do what you want to do. But she needs to learn what it is you want from her first before you can force her. Like I can turn around to my wife and say, do my taxes. But if she don't know how to do them, screaming all I want isn't going to help. You know what I mean? And my wife can do taxes, just for the record. But I'm just saying, she's got to learn. And, I mean, really, this is kind of day one of training. Nickie. Oh, okay. Now, let's see if we get reasonable results from her. It's me. And it's early and good. Nobody's here. Because I didn't think anybody except maybe Thomas. Can I switch cameras here? All right. Let's switch to this view. And what are we seeing? The screen's so dark. Don't worry, this will get better. I just quickly decided that we needed to work together today. On film, like I said. Well, not film, but whatever. And I don't have the head on. And yes, young lady, I am going to get some dog food. Some dry. She's going to follow me. And there you go. All right, Nick. Let's do this. Let's learn from our mistakes. Are you ready? First of all, we'll close this so you can come over. Now, Nickie. All right, well, she still wants to run away and eat. She's like, Nickie. See, this is what I was hoping to be able to do with her yesterday. Nickie. We're teaching her name. Yes. I mean, I think she knows her name already, but we want that name to be associated with yummies and Nickie. Before we could start doing things like making her sick, she's like, you just got kibble. I want something better than kibble. All right, Nickie, come here. She's like, well, where's the good stuff? What's with this crap? You're not in frame, lady. she likes that toy more than she likes food. And I'm going to say that this is like the most energy I've seen from her since I picked her up. Today she is just a firecracker compared to normal days. And I'm going to start being firmer today. But today is also the first day I'm going to leave her to go to work. So we're kind of, play it by ear. Nothing rock solid. The fact that she's awake playing, and she's like, no, I want the good stuff. I don't want this. I can get that out of my dish. Trying to give her a little kibble as a snack for a second. But tomorrow morning when she wakes up, there will not be the food dish in her. Like I'm worried about. I didn't leave her dry because I was trying to get her back to herself. And this is herself from the videos I've seen. She's very gentle, which is good. Last night she was chewing on me. And you're going to say, oh, that's not good. Biting, puppy's biting. But she was doing it gently. And she was showing control. And when she started getting harder, I just went, ow, ow, ow. And she would stop. And she's learning bite control. And that's important too. Everybody's like, stop. No, you don't want to stop them from doing it. You want them to do it correctly. All right, Nickie, what? Oh, yes. Sorry for the lousy camera angles today, but I don't really want to be in the camera. I just want her in the camera. And Nickie, you're like not even in frame. So you see I have a water dish outside, but inside I just have a water bottle. I don't know if you can see that. You really can't see that. And the water bottle, so that she doesn't knock it over and get everything all soaked. And she does drink from it. And just enough so I know she's not parched when I'm not here. Come here, Nickie. Nickie. Come on. Nickie. I'm like, what you doing? You know what? I'm going to pick this up. Because now I can see there's people in the chat. Hey. Yeah, I'm just trying to work with it. Come here, babe. All right, good girl, Nickie. Good girl. I'm going to have a crazy... Hi, Thomas. I'm going to have a... Yeah, I wish that was really Mickey. It wasn't Mickey and it was Nickie, because that would be a beautiful little theme song for her. Nickie. Nickie, come on. She loves that little toy more than she loves food. This is going to be my morning boring video every day before work, where I play with her and teach her Yeah, I mean, I used to be a puppy too. This is where I teach her the little things, behavior things. And this is only really day one of training, so I don't expect a lot from her. But I want it to be a positive effect. Nickie. Like her breakfast is all my hands here. Nickie. I want her name to be associated with yummies and happiness and... Nickie. And I want her to I want to be able to lure. Oh, the bell. Do you want the bell? Look. Oh, dropped it. You got it anyway. Good girl. This will get better. I promise. Come on. Good Nickie. Ding. So, I know. I don't know what you could say, he's good at what he's doing. And you know what, you might be right. But let's see what the end results look like. That's just the heat kicking on there, kid. Nickie. Oh. Bell. Ding. Nickie. Come on. Where's your ducky? Where's your ducky? What's wrong? Alexa, make lights brighter. She's like, I wanted my... So this is what's wrong. She wants in her house. In your room. Is that what you want, Nickie? You want you in your room? She's not really... Tomorrow, see her food dishes in there from last night, and she's definitely picked at it. So tomorrow, there won't be a food dish when she sleeps tonight. And she will definitely be more cooperative and ready to eat. But I think that was a good first start for today. We're going to do this again at lunch. I'll come home for lunch, and we're going to play and work on trying to get her to go outside. She's like relatively bulletproof on the old Wii pads, but we need her outside. Now the Wii pads, she was trained by the breeder, and you know what? Fantastic. I'm kind of like, I've never used them, but in this situation, you're on camera. You don't go. Nobody likes a whiner, kid. Come on. You got an itch. She likes her bed. Bless you. Bless you. Go get the ducky. Come on. Yeah, so tomorrow she'll be hungrier. And at lunch, when I come home, she'll be hungrier. And then she'll be ready. Little baby steps. She just wants love now. That's what you want. She wants... Stick your nose in there. Such a silly dog. But I'll make you guys look at me for a bit. Bear with me. I'm not beautiful yet. But so far, I'm going to say it's been a positive experience. The first day of traveling, I'm not counting that day. I'm counting yesterday's dog, day one. She's eating, she's pooping, she's sleeping. She sleeps most of the night. Occasional whimper, but I sit up and I look at her and she knows she's not alone, and then she goes right back to sleep. And I won't get aggressive on that yet. But like I said, she's in a new place, and she's, you know, just, you got to look at her like a victim. She lost her family. She lost her mama, the little puppy she played with. So she's lonely at night. She's used to sleeping with a brood, and she's got the stuffed dog in there, as you can see. Let's switch cameras back. I'm in chat. The stuffed dog's at the back, and she cuddles up with that dog all night long. That's her bestie. But like I said, it's just the beginning. I expect much better, and I'm sure even by the end of the day today, we'll see a big change in the hand feeding training. You know, we'll come home, we'll tire her out. I gotta force her to go outside. She doesn't like the outside world, but she's getting better. Although yesterday it was 80 degrees here. And today it's going to be 20. And then tomorrow it's going to be 5 degrees. So this getting her outside stuff, as much as I want to get her used to it, I'm not gonna, she's a baby, and she just doesn't deal with cold like a big dog does. So I'm going to just take my time with it, but I am going to have to go and get more of these pads because she's using them, and other than maybe going a little close to the edge, her targeting might be a little off. I'm pretty excited about how good she is with them. There's no worries. What are you doing there, Nickie? Huh? What are you doing? I'm in bed. It's early. Can I go back to bed now? You're the one who woke me up, kid. You won't. But I think she's adjusting well. Maybe Candy will jump in and say, "Oh, she's doing great." Candy is the breeder I got her from. Do you want a tour of my messy apartment? This is, everything was perfect, and now everything's a mess. Let's see what we have here. We have GoPro stuff, part of my motorcycle, because I've had a dead battery lately, so I've had to jump start her a few times. Ben watching the training going, "What are you doing?" We got change. We have a GoPro Max sitting there, which we got used a lot yesterday, and it was fun to use. I've decided I'm not really going to push product. We have breakfast area. Everything's a mess. And we have, the seat up because I'm a guy and I live by myself and I can do that with nobody yelling at me. And an unmade bed. Definitely times. What happened? Did she run out and get the duck? Where's the duck? Normally my apartment's spotless. I'm in baby mode. Right? Baby mode. Now she's going to run and get it. She's going to be all excited. I got the duck. Well, you know what? I wonder if that yesterday, every time she got a toy, she would run back into her crate and put it in the corner. And I'm wondering if that wasn't just I'm still afraid of you. Thanks for the toy. I'm going to go play by myself in my room. Because today she's not doing that, which I thought it was cute. But whatever. I'm happy to see her more adjusted. Because she's laying on her, like I looked down yesterday. So I sit in the chair. We watch TV sometimes. Or more like YouTube and Netflix. And then she lays in the bed right next to me. I'm sure she'd rather be up on my lap, but I'm happy that she's laying here. And I look down and she's laying flat on her back, legs spread up. Like prom night. So that's comfortable. Nickie, go get the duck. Get the ducky. Nickie. I don't think I'm going to have a problem getting her to do stuff without the reward. So here, look, she's going to bite me now. And everybody's going, "Oh, you got to stop that." And I'm like, yes, but not yet. We just need to, she needs to learn to use her mouth in a non-destructive way. And when puppies fight, they fight and they bite each other. And then when one of them hurts, they yelp. And the other puppy goes, "Oh, sorry," and lightens up. Well, we're teaching her to do that. You are itchy. I think maybe travels were rough on you. Nickie. Oh. So, I think she could have used a little tiring out before. Hey. She probably could have used a little tiring out before starting today, but she's not the only one who has to learn stuff. I know what's right to do, and it's easy not to do the right thing because, you want to play, and she's a puppy. And I'm not roughhousing her, but I just want her, and we're still bonding, you know what I mean? Good. So she's mouthing me. I won't even use the word biting. And she's already doing great in that area. She's fully crate trained. She has yet to have any accident in the crate, and she's using the pee pads and pooping, and she pooped like 3 times in the last 24 hours. So everything seems to be good. She's doing excellent. There's my secret. How does that big old fat guy squat for so long? I sit on that little stool when I work with her. Let's see if she rings the bell. She tries to pick up the bell and take it inside with her. But yes, Thomas, everything takes time. She'll take time. But like I said, let's add it up. It's day 2. She sleeps the night for the most part. It's better than I do. It's 5 a.m., I know, but I usually get up at 5 a.m. So maybe I got up 20, 30 minutes earlier. She's really good with the pee pads, so I haven't had to clean up any messes except pads, and I am now on my shopping list is to pick up a package of puppy pads because she's using them. She's adorable, and she'll be, I don't know if you guys are on my Facebook, but there's definitely lots of pictures. She's already been riding the motorcycle yesterday, but that's going to be a one and done because it's not 80 degrees anymore. It's going back to the normal 20s. What's the temperature now? Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 27 degrees.
So it's 27 degrees, which is the morning, the normal morning.
28 degrees.
Yeah. I would like the short answer. Thank you, Alexa. Okay, so tonight the low will be 13, and tomorrow the low is going to be like 2 or 3, something crazy. So yeah, motorcycling's out for a while. And she is thankfully at least potty trained with the pads. So I'm going to be buying another pack of pads on the way home because we're down to the last 2, I think, right now. So that might be something I have to do on the way home for lunch because they sell them at the Tractor Supply store. At the Tractor Supply store. Welcome to the country where you buy everything at either Dollar General or the Tractor Supply store. Right, Nickie? You're like a dog toy, the squeaky noise that you make. She's getting there. But like I said, I'm lonely. One of the things that I think is what the whining is that she might be cold all the time. And I get that. Because it's only so hot I can keep it. And she's down low to the ground on a cement floor. And I think sleeping through the night is going to be greatly increased when I add I ordered a puppy heating pad for her bed. I had it in the car and she loved it in the car. Like she just snuggled up and stayed comfy. So that way I can it's like really warm in here right now. It's 72 degrees in my apartment, and anybody who knows me knows that I don't like the heat. And so we are gonna get her a little pad so she can curl up on, and the blankets will be over her and she'll be nice and toasty. One more reason to climb into her crate. Yes. What? Sorry. This is going to be a live stream based on working with her more than talking with you guys, so bear with me if I'm not super entertaining. But you'll see how much she improves just this week. I like to think that by the end of the week you guys will see you'll see some great improvement. Right, Nickie? Nickie? Stop it. She's like, this is a spot right here. I have to really get something to clean it. She's in it. I had a chili dog and dropped this big blob of chili right there and tried to clean up the best I can, but she hits it every time. Yeah, but anyway, ADD. Sidetrack. What we're going to do is we're going to work with her every day, a couple times a day, and I'm going to live stream as I do it. I'm going to set up a tripod but I just kind of rolled out of bed and did this, so this wasn't really quite right. Nickie. Psst. 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 No. Good girl. I'm working. That's her sit hand signal. She doesn't know sit, but she knows that hand signal better, which I like hand signals for dogs because I don't want to be yelling at them in public, but she'll learn both. But first, like I said, she had to get used to eating, and now, I mean, this is rambunctious compared to the way she's been. Aren't you, baby? Aren't you, baby? You just want to wrestle and play and... Yes. Yes. Where are you going? You dragging the bed away? Look at that little monster. Dragging the bed away. Like, okay. Well, one of the things that people do, just some tip for training, is that people don't exercise their dogs enough, and then they try to train them like she'll be a mountain of energy. Well, with a puppy, like say Nickie here, what we're going to do is we're going to play before we go on camera, because no one wants to sit there and watch me throw the ball 100 times. And that's the kind of exercising a little dog like this, all she really needs, 5-10 minutes of fetching the ball and, running around the apartment. She'll be calm enough to eat and sit and do all those things. But right now you can see she's just a bundle of energy, which is good. And she's in her calming bed, and when she'll bury her face, it's funny because underneath she can really go far under there in these flaps. But, so you can just assume the normal routine will be exercise her, make her go out, and then come back and try to do what we just did, the hand feeding and training of just doing little things, We'll start with just her knowing her name. I need to look at your butt, don't I? We'll do that off camera too, because I'm sure I'll need 2 hands for that. It's nice having a dog that actually can clean its own butt. Sorry, Ben, no offense. But, let's see if she's going to have an accident on film just to make me feel bad. Because as many times as she's gone to the bathroom, like, she won't go outside. I had her out so much, and I should have just made her stay out, but she had so little food in her and so little water in her, I didn't think she was going to produce anything. Come here. What are you doing? Sniffing around? What are you looking for? See, she sniffs around, and then then she'll go over to the pad and do her business there, thankfully. I'm not saying she won't have any accidents, but so far she's been dead on. And she's definitely getting more comfortable in the house, thank God. And she loves her crate, although maybe that's going to change once she gets more comfortable. See, now she'll go to the pad. She'll climb in my shoe. She'll drink some water. She's like, what are you doing, kid? I worry when I see her bending. She's a good girl. See, look at me, I have company now. It's funny how much this little tiny little animal can keep you company. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you I got you. I got you. I got you. Pound for pound. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of love in that little puppy with the big floppy ears. My big floppy eared dog. My little floppy eared dog. Oh, you're a little dog with big floppy ears. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'm gonna just hide in this bed. Oop. So what I'm gonna do now is attempt to get a shower and get ready for work. And that, I'm not sure. Every time I go to the bathroom, she's like, "Whoa." She doesn't come and look at the door. The bathroom is right there. She doesn't walk over there. She just goes, "Where are you? Dad? Dad, where are you?" And she starts whining and howling and go, "I miss you already." Woof. What? So hopefully today she'll just come in there, and I don't want her to keep me company. I don't want anybody around when I'm pooping. But you know what? I guess I gotta get over that. Nobody should have to see that. Right? What? She's like, "Pet me, slave. Pet me. She's like, "I want to sleep. I want you to rub my belly so I can lay down." Yeah, so hopefully, like, the whole getting ready for work isn't a bark fest. So I'm gonna leave the door open so she can come in, or at least see me if she wants to see me. I don't want to lock her up because she's gonna be locked up all day. I might just bring her to the bathroom and then close the door and make her stay in there with me, forcing her to watch and smell what I do in the morning, which is the type the ASPCA would be here for me for sure. But okay, well, I guess this is our morning session. I will be back at 12 noon Mountain Time. I think this is Mountain Time. Pretty sure. Denver time, Mountain Time. And we will pick up where we left off. Look at her. She's so energetic today. This is like this is not the same puppy I picked up. This is what she's normally like. A little rambunctious monster. Are you a monster? Huh? Are you a little monster? She's like, "Okay, I'm ready for my morning nap now." See, that's why we get along so well. Morning nap, afternoon nap, first lunch, second lunch. So here's something. All my furniture is like metal. My nightstand's metal. This is metal. My desk is my desk. It's plastic. I don't care. So the chairs are metal. So I don't have to worry about her. I am about 2 hours east of Denver, Colorado, in a place called Yuma. It's a small town. I would say about 10 by 10 blocks big. Definitely more cows than people. And I like it. It's nice and quiet, off the beaten path, but still close enough to run into Denver or one of the other towns. They don't even have fast food here. It's great. I've lost 10 pounds. Over 10, actually, probably closer to 20 pounds at this point, without even really dieting, just not having McDonald's and Burger King and all that. But, yeah, Yuma. But I'm getting sidetracked again. Let's switch that camera around to look my motovlog. Nacho rolling, Raising Nickie across the bottom. Just added you to the world clock so you could keep track of time. So thank you. I have this. I do the same thing. I love this little app. I said I wasn't going to do technology, but what I use, because you all realize I mean, I'm at home now, but so there are ways around it at home. But I shouldn't be able to live stream. I have 13 followers, and I live stream from the road all the time. Well, it turns out, and I don't have the watch hours, but it turns out that if you have like a third person software you can do it. And in this case, I'm using Streamlabs. It was free, I believe, or $1 or if anything, but I don't think so. So like I have my logo across the bottom, I can see the chat on the screen, and I can live stream with less than 1,000 subs. This is what I use for my motovlog, and it was already set up, so I started using it. Now, all those people that's why I don't care about how many people watch. That's why I'm not really worried about subs, because I'm doing this for, family and friends and people with interest. And, it's not bad. And maybe my logo could be smaller. I made it, and I'm happy it works. And maybe I'll come up with a new one for Nickie's training. But it's free. It works with my phone, which is always with me. It's simple. And this isn't a tech channel. It's a Nacho channel. What are we talking about today? Drones, motorcycles, dogs. What else do we talk about? How to do a Rubik's Cube. Cooking. You don't know what I'm going to talk about. So this is very, very diversified. I can use it anywhere. On the road, at work, at home. Minecraft, thank you, Thomas. Lots of Minecraft, but there'll always be something, and we don't worry about followers because, to be honest with you, everybody's got a niche. I don't have a niche. I don't want a niche. My niche is not staying in the same place, doing the same thing. Although I am now officially, as they call us here, a humanite or a human. I'm a human now because I live in human. Whatever. I never wanted to be human. Look at this. Fast asleep. Anyway, the only reason I cared about followers was because I wanted to live stream. But if I'm using a computer, I don't need 1,000 people. And I could be doing that with a computer right now. I've played with it, but this just seems to work. I'd like better lenses, because what I'm using right now is the selfie camera. But when I use the other cameras, which are great, you can zoom in and out with them, which would be nice. But all in all, this is fine. And maybe people learn and people can see what you go through, that everybody goes through it. And I don't know, I'm all over the place this morning. I'm not awake yet. Okay, let's do an outro. If you want to learn about working with a new puppy, come back, spend some time, realize you're not alone. I don't know everything, but I do have a lot of answers. I have no credentials whatsoever. I'm just a normal guy, like everyday Nacho, doing everyday things. But I'm like jack of all nachos. Like, I know a little of this, a little of that. You're gonna see this puppy change over the next 7 days. Hopefully, continuously changing. We're gonna teach her. I was gonna say I'm gonna make her smart, but no, she is smart. I'm gonna introduce her to things and ideas and understanding communication between her and myself, and getting her to a place where she's just welcome anywhere. So if you want to see that, you want to watch her progress, this was pretty much day 1 of training. yesterday was day one of being home. And she is, so far, a wonderful little dog. And as soon as I get her to poop outside, I will be ecstatic. The only thing I'm right now on day two is that she just uses her pads. She loves those pads. And hey, you know what? She's not pooping on the carpet. She's not pooping on the floor. I'm not complaining. But the natural order of things to me is that she needs to go outside. And with it being in the dead of winter and a snowstorm coming right now, I get it that that will not happen overnight. So patience is important with a puppy. And some of the things I've learned, and I'm not by experience, but just by watching other people's videos, and Simpawtico, behaviorist, fantastic. Can't recommend him enough. His links in this description. Is not when you're yelling at the dog, not that you should, but when you're disciplining the dog, don't use your name. Just save the name for good, happy moments. You know what I mean? Kind of like when your mom used to call you by your full name and you knew you were in trouble. Same thing, except like you can give her. I have noises that I make. Like it's usually like a stop kind of thing. Psst. I don't want to wake her up now because she's actually sleeping. I don't want to go do my morning stuff. But that's a big one for today. I think that's tip number one for today. When you're disciplining your dog, don't use its name. Give it the look, the no, and whatever noise it is that gets their attention. But I think that's a simple, good thing to know at this point. You want her to hear her name or his name and go, oh my God, something good's about to happen. But when you start using their names to yell at them, then, they hear their name, they might not respond the way you want them to, and eventually not respond at all. So we're going to try to be good and try to remember that ourselves. Right out of bed, you get me. So that's part of puppy training. So let's watch her progress. I'm going to pull her food out. We fed her whole morning feeding by hand today. There's a little left, but I want her a little hungrier when I come home for lunch. Because that way she'll be responsive. I'm going to have lunch. It's going to be warmer. It'll be 40-something degrees. And I can take her outside. So when I get home at lunch, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get her right outside, get her exercised out a little bit, get the excitement out of her, maybe get her to go. And we'll do the same thing when we get up in tonight when we get home. But and then we'll come in and train her, and we'll hand feed her, and we'll start working on her name, which we did, and she's getting it. And then if there's enough energy out of her, we can start getting her into sit and down stay. Down, stay. Old terms, I think now they just like stay or place, and there's different commands. I'm going to just get her down, and I'm not going to use the word stay anymore. I'm going to just down. Sit or down. When I tell the dog to do either one, once she knows them, I want that to be clear that you're not getting up from either one of those until I, say so. It should be a given. And I think that's where we're going to start. That's what we'll be working on the rest of this week. Probably forever, really. But that's little by little we're going to get there. And like I said, I think she's going to be a good learner. But she is only 10 weeks. And I remember my trainer didn't want to touch a dog till they were 12 weeks. So we'll get there. I think by 12 weeks she's going to be wonderful. It's possibly wishful thinking, but I'm going to put a lot of effort in. And as you'll see, I'm alone in a studio, a Bessie studio. There's nobody else to teach her the wrong thing, so it's all me. She's messed up. It's all my fault. So we'll work on it. And everybody have a good day. I'll see you in about 5 hours. And we'll try round 2. Maybe I'll use my remaining. I don't have to be at work for another 3 hours yet. 2.5 hours. All right there, Thomas. Thanks for watching. And maybe we'll do something big here. But I doubt it. I just want a good dog. Have a good day, everybody. Maybe I'll see you later. And stop. You don't want to stop. I could never get this thing to stop. There you go. Later.